let me walk you through some RPGs that have caught my attention on the Switch this year. Each one brings something different to the table, and I've spent time with all of them to give you a clear picture of what makes them stand out. Eiyuden Chronicle, 100 Heroes arrives as a spiritual successor to Suikoden, and it doesn't shy away from that legacy. The game puts you in charge of building and managing an ever-growing army, with a base that expands as your forces grow. What grabbed me was how each of the 100 heroes has their own mini-story arc that connects to the larger narrative. The combat system builds on classic turn-based battles by adding a vertical element. Positioning your characters at different heights affects both attack range and damage. Something as simple as placing an archer on high ground can change the entire flow of battle. Ys 10 Nordics takes Adal's adventures in a fresh direction with its Nordic-inspired setting. The new partner cross system transforms how combat flows. You're constantly switching between characters mid-battle, creating these fluid attack chains that feel natural once you get the rhythm down. Sailing plays a bigger role this time, with naval exploration and combat adding a new dimension to the traditional Ys formula. The game manages to maintain that sense of speed the series is known for, while introducing these new mechanics that make you think more about positioning and timing. Unicorn Overlord blends tactical RPG elements with army management in ways I haven't seen before. Each battle feels like a small-scale war, where positioning entire units matters as much as individual character abilities. The relationship system between characters affects how they perform in battle. Units that fight together regularly develop combination attacks that can turn the tide of battle. The way the game handles territory control creates this interesting layer of resource management between battles.
Your villainy ends.
I'll not go easy on you.
You face
Blasphemous fool.
Monster Hunter Stories brings back the creature collecting aspect of the series, but adds more depth to the bond between riders and monsters. The turn-based combat system uses a rock-paper-scissors mechanic that's easy to grasp, but hard to master, especially when you're trying to predict what type of attack a new monster might use. The gene system for customizing your monsters gives you the freedom to create some really unique combinations, leading to situations where no two players' monsters are quite the same. Farmagia takes farming RPG elements and adds a magical twist that affects everything you do. Growing magical crops isn't just about waiting for harvest. Each plant affects the environment around it, creating these chain reactions you need to manage. The crafting system ties directly into the story, where your magical creations can change how NPCs interact with you and even alter the direction of certain quest lines. Building relationships with townspeople feels more meaningful when your actions directly affect their lives through the magic you create. Before we continue, how are you enjoying the list so far? Any games catching your eye? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to drop a comment below. Your feedback means a lot and helps me bring you the content you love. Now, let's dive back into the list. The Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak continues the series' tradition of deep world building while introducing new combat mechanics. The orbment system has been revamped, giving you more flexibility in how you customize your character's abilities. What stands out is how the game handles its political narrative. Decisions you make early on have ripple effects that might not become apparent until hours later. Side quests feel less like busy work and more like genuine opportunities to understand the complex relationships between different factions.
Let's get to work.
Suggesting magic attacks. Charge attack available.
Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus brings its action RPG gameplay to Switch with all the additional content included. The game's dungeons change based on the emotional state of the person who created them, leading to some interesting visual and mechanical variations. The social link system affects not just story moments, but also how characters perform in combat. Spend time building relationships, and you'll unlock new combination attacks that can make difficult encounters more manageable.
この気配まあいいこのまま一気に行かせてもらう
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door returns with updated visuals while keeping what made the original special. The timing-based combat system still feels fresh, adding an active element to turn-based battles that keeps you engaged. Each partner character brings unique abilities that affect both combat and exploration, and the way the paper mechanics are used for environmental puzzles creates these clever moments where you have to think about the game world differently. Reynatis creates this interesting blend of traditional JRPG elements with modern game design. The magic system lets you combine different elements to create new spells, but what makes it unique is how these combinations affect the environment around you. The game's approach to character progression ties directly into the story. As you uncover more about the world's magic system, your understanding of how to combine different elements grows naturally. Kingdom Come: Deliverance brings its historically grounded RPG to Switch with surprising success. The game's commitment to realism affects everything from combat to character progression. You actually have to learn to read before you can use skill books, and combat requires understanding real medieval fighting techniques. The way the game handles reputation and relationships feels organic. NPCs remember how you've treated them and spread word of your actions throughout the region. Even simple tasks like putting on armor require thought about the correct order of pieces. And that wraps up our list. Thanks for sticking around till the end. I hope you found some games that piqued your interest. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content. Let me know in the comments which titles you're excited about. Until next time.